welcome to UND's Weather Update. I'm Erin Bertschi here with you. Today is Groundhog Day, so happy Groundhog Day out there to all of you. Unless you aren't too happy about those 6 more weeks of winter, this is why we've been having those sunny conditions. We have a high pressure system, and they're known as happy highs. They're really nice. Usually you don't see too many clouds associated with these. But
how much water would it take to push it off? Is that what you mean by that?
Yep. If it's actually, if those flood waters are moving over the road and that vehicle is driving through them, how much water there.
Okay.
All right. Tonight at 7:10 is the first pitch. It's going to be sunny out there with temperatures right around 70 degrees, but they will be dropping as the sun sets, and those winds light and variable, so hopefully it won't cause too many problems for the Twins as they face the Cleveland Indians. Get on into the weekend. Looks like those temperatures are going to dip off a little bit, and it's going to get sunny into Saturday, so make sure you go out and enjoy the weekend. Hello and welcome to UND's Weather Update. I'm Erin Bertschi here with you on July 2nd, 2010. Recently, we've been experiencing a heat wave here in the Red River Valley. We've been seeing above that 90-degree temperature, and it's felt even hotter when we include that heat index in there. Storms are possible through Saturday night because of how hot it is and how unstable the atmosphere is. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. But through Saturday night and into Sunday morning, it's going to see those showers. But as we move into the 4th of July, it's going to seem pretty pleasant out there. But again, we'll go over that a little bit later on in the show. This is what's going on with our surface map. We have a low pressure system right over North Dakota and South Dakota. Friday, today as it moves off and into Saturday, the air is going to become pretty unstable with these fronts. And what's going to end up happening is that storms are going to start popping up, showers are going to start popping up, and that's going to move through Sunday morning. Even those showers are going to linger here and there, but it should be pleasant for the 4th of July. Today, normally this time of the year, we have a high of 80 degrees. We're going to be above that average, close to our record high actually. In 1974, we set a record high of 93. For today, our high is forecasted to be 92. We might get above that, and it might feel even warmer than that because the heat index is going to be close to 100 degrees out there. So make sure if you're outside, you are drinking a lot of water and you're taking care of yourself out there in that heat. However, you will have that nice windy breeze out there, 18 to 24 miles per hour out of the south today. Tonight, if you're walking out there, 74 degrees. Again, those winds are going to be picking up out there, 18 to 25 miles per hour, again out of the south, so make sure you're watching that. Tomorrow, we have that chance of storms in there tomorrow night, a high of 91 degrees, so not as hot as today, but still warm out there. Tonight's lows around the region, 66 in Minot, 63 in Bismarck. On into Minnesota, 75 is our high spot in Fosston, and 69 into Bemidji. Tomorrow's highs, pretty similar to here in Grand Forks, 94 in Minot, 96 in Bismarck, and looks like into Devil's Lake, 85 degrees and 87 in Jamestown. On into Minnesota, similar temperatures, 87 in Fosston, 85 in Bemidji, and 87 down into Brainerd. As we look at our 4th of July forecast, it's going to be pretty pleasant out there, especially the morning. We might see a few showers and thunderstorms lingering through Minnesota and the lakes area if you're going to be up there partying on the lakes for the 4th. But as the day moves on, highs right around the 80-degree mark all around the lakes region, and it will be getting cooler and drier out there as that low pressure moves in. Not seeing too many clouds out there for the fireworks, so hopefully you guys will get to enjoy your 4th and see those fireworks as the skies aren't going to be very cloudy out there. Our 5-day outlook, as I said, 4th of July, it looks really nice, 80 degrees. But as we move into next week, the temperatures are going to be dropping just a little bit, down into the 80s and upper 70s, and then those skies are going to be partly sunny. Thanks, Monty and Lacey. Actually, something pretty cool happened this week in the meteorology world. It's called a cutoff low. It's cool for meteorologists, but not so cool for people that are experiencing the weather underneath the cutoff low. This is what it looks like on satellite imagery. This is why meteorologists like it. It looks like a comma. And this image doesn't show it very well, but if we put it into a loop, you can see it a little bit better. You see it just kind of wraps around, and you can see right here is the tail, and then it wraps around into a comma shape right here. What ends up happening with these is you just see a lot of clouds and a lot of rain right underneath them. With the cutoff lows, they start out, lows usually follow this main track. This is the jet stream. They usually push them across the nation and across the world actually. But what happens with cutoff lows is they just end up dropping out of the main flow and sitting there and spinning. So if we put this back into motion, you can kind of see it start to spin again. With that, you get that low pressure building up right in the center and that circulation right around it. With this low, with the one on November 16th and 17th, it was a little unusual. It wasn't as wet as we thought it was going to be. The air ended up wrapping up around it and bringing up dry air into it. So it made it a little bit, or just ended up sucking up all that moisture and not having very much rain. A little bit into Iowa and also into Missouri, but not too much from this low pressure system. Like I said, it's very unusual for these cutoff lows not to have that rain. Usually you have way too much rain with these, and you might see a little bit of flash flooding. Dressing in winter attire, hearing the chainsaw, then crunching the snow back to the car, and it's almost ready. A tree that will bring joy into the house for the holidays.
A good tree, the freshness, of course, is number one. A nice central leader is number two. Make sure your stump is not that heavy to where you can get it in the stand that you have at home.
Many cut down their own trees. That's when they're the freshest. The weather has a big effect on their quality. Wind and cold air dries trees out. A perfect balance between sun and precipitation keeps trees healthy and plump.
These trees cut here today with all the moisture we had this late fall should last 2.5, 3 weeks without a problem.
Trees always look perfect on the lot, but once they're cut, steps need to be taken to keep them beautiful and luscious through the holidays.
If the tree's been cut for at least more than an hour, you should make a fresh cut on it. It's also good to put some sugar into the water or something sweet.
As you take your Christmas tree home, remember how it's been taken care of and how you can take care of it too.